Hi, I'm Patrick Reid from the Adamas Principle. Very weird Christmas liquidity. So any of the moves, and also coming up to the month end, any of the moves can be exaggerated. So try not to read too much into it. But we do have some great charts for you today. Just a couple of things. Some tiredness in risk currencies and certainly stocks for the phase one sort of flip-flop, but then, obviously 15th got passed on that deadline. So just a bit of tiredness there. So just be wary of that. But let's just deep dive into the dollar index. So the dollar's really been playing a pivotal part there. Lots of calls for it, a structural kind of topping out. This is really interesting for us. There has been a bit of a brutal squeeze, as you can see on the dollar index. 97.60 to 97.80. That's providing some comfort for potential bears that are reselling. But we have had a bit of a squeeze. It has been painful for dollar bulls, and just be careful because there is a lot less liquidity, as I mentioned before. But still, this is heavily, moved by euro dollar and then a bit of dollar yen and a tiny bit of cable. But let's look at the second chart. Okay, so this is euro dollar. Again, I've been blogging about this on LinkedIn for some time. 111.88, absolute rock marine level, and it's just really finding it difficult to not only break above that. It has kind of had a sniff above that slightly, but closing above on the daily, very, very difficult. Downside 110.75. That's your kind of range we see for today and the rest of the week, and possibly some really super thin trading days next week. And then dollar yen. This is really interesting because our level is 109.50. It obviously took some stops out there, couldn't really close above on the daily, and now this is significant. Okay, so this is failed. This is absolutely failed. 108.34 probably won't get below that. That's a bit of a level down there for us. It is a failure. Probably equities and yields getting a touch tired because of the exhaustion on the phase one and the tariffs. So there are your levels. And let's look at Aussie dollar. So 68.30, very nice area of support, bounced off that. And that's your line in the sand. I mean, that's pretty simple, pretty clear. It's not only a good level on the daily, but it's also, if I turn it onto the weekly, which is not on this chart, if you turn it onto a weekly, it is a very good level on the weekly too. And finally, Kiwi dollar, 64.90, not too bad. Again, a line in the sand. This really is going one way, and that's north, unless there's a sharp correction and, obviously broad dollar weakness. Still, although bouncing in euro dollar and sterling, but still the broad theme. And let's just see what happens on the next trading week, which let's remember will be quite thin. But that's it from me. My name's Patrick from the Adamas Principle. Thank you very much.